Hello YouTube, Dreamliner 2000 here. I just arrived here in Miami aboard American Airlines 737 MAX 8 in from Tampa. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be taking the American Airlines 787-8 Dreamliner over to Dallas-Fort Worth in premium economy. This trip right here has a lot of firsts for me. First off, this is my first time in Miami, and also going to be my first time on the 787 Dreamliner, and I'm real excited for that. Been on 777s with United. This is my first wide body with American. My flight here on the MAX from Tampa arrived into the D concourse. I've got a pretty long layover though. This trip also was my first flight on a MAX, a very quiet, smooth, and pleasant flight. Here we are inside the D concourse, and here's the arrivals and departures board where we'll find my flight to Dallas. I've still got about 2 hours till my flight departs, so I'm going to do some terminal spotting. First off, here's the D27 waiting area where my flight will depart, but it's still not here yet. But here comes my 787-8 Dreamliner, November 812 Alpha Alpha, in from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. At the recording of this video, this aircraft is just about 5.5 years old. Watching her pull in here, I can surely say the 787 is a beautiful aircraft. Gotta be one of the most beautiful aircraft I've seen. And I just can't wait to fly on her. As a ramp agent myself, I always like watching how other airlines and airports do their ramp operations.
bad values
And
out.
there goes American 777-300ER out to LAX.
Yeah, so, well, Roger, that's wonderful. So, yeah, just if I need to come, you know, and come out there and sit down with you too, if that would work, you know, I have.
As I've said, I've still got a couple hours here before my flight departs, and I'm gonna go do some terminal spotting. Right there is an airline, at least I've never heard of, but MIA-DFW. I'm sure I butchered that pronunciation, but another cool one there with the MD-80. Miami sure has a lot of interesting and unique airlines. Back at my gate here, it's almost time for boarding. As you can see, the pushback is hooked up to the plane. Boarding started on time. We boarded with premium economy 35 minutes prior to departure time. And here we go, my first flight on a 787.
Yes, 7L and Z.
Up front is the lay flat business class in a 1-2-1 configuration. And here's where I'll be sitting premium economy, which is configured 2-3-2-7 abreast. And here's my seat, 7L for the 2-hour 45-minute flight to Dallas. First off with the seat, you have a magazine, the American Way, in the seat pocket, along with a footrest. There are seat and IFE controls in the armrest. And here has to be one of my favorite things about the 787, the absolutely massive windows. I personally really like that there's no actual window shades and that the windows are dimmable. One, I like it because other passengers can't fully close their windows. And here's the safety card for the 787. And then here's a quick review of the IFE and what you can watch. As you can see, American has a very large selection of entertainment, whether movies, TV shows, a whole bunch of stuff. Definitely enough to keep you occupied. Definitely on this 3-hour flight, but I could even say a 14, 15-hour flight too. Along with the movies and TV shows, there's a host of other things you can do on the screen, including Wi-Fi and then information about your flight, among other stuff. Also, kind of buried in the armrest, there's a full power outlet with USB ports, along with USB and headphone jacks under the TV screen.
Yeah, so I just want the key on the table. So
we pushed out of the gate here 7 minutes early, which was great. Along with the safety video getting played in the background, here's the startup of the GE NX-1B engines. Sure have a nice startup sound, as they should, as they were developed from the GE90s.
electronic device policy in the back of your American Way. U.S. law prohibits smoking, including electronic cigarettes, at any time. Tampering with...
And now here's a time lapse of our taxi over to runway 8 right via taxiway Mike. Here we are rolling onto runway 8 right, just about 10 minutes late, 5:10 p.m. for our departure out to the east and then west turnout. Here we are back in clear air with some beautiful views of the clouds around. Well, just like that, we were starting our descent into a gray and rainy Dallas. Here we are, established on the ILS for runway 36 right.
back pocket for any person items, like tablets and cell phones. When you open the overhead compartment, be careful, as items may have moved in flight. And thank you for choosing American Airlines.
Tonight we'll be parking in DFW's D concourse, which is the international terminal. And here we are pulling into gate D25 next to another American 787A-9. Service-wise, this flight was just about what you'd expect on any other domestic flight. This was just main cabin extra, not premium economy, even though it's a premium economy seat. So that doesn't give you anything special on the domestic flights, but I would still highly recommend it because it's a much better seat than the regular main cabin extra. And then just flying on the 787 was absolutely amazing. It's a truly remarkable aircraft. It's comfortable, it's quiet, it's clean, it's amazing, it's beautiful. I would give this 5 out of 5 stars. You really can't beat this. All the other airlines kind of have around the same service-wise as, a snack and beverage service, but the Dreamliners and 777s too, they're just amazing aircraft. Well, here I am in the D concourse. Thanks for a great flight. I look forward to going back on a 787. Just about ready to head on a United 787 soon as I prepare this video. But yeah, thanks for coming along with me. Got another connection here, about an hour before I head to Portland on the 737-800. Here's some of the views from DFW's Skylink. Some great views of the airport, the ramp, and night areas. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at GenRedos_2000, and thank you for watching.